So I love this flip book, and I want to take you through it and tell you why Juice Plus blows my mind, why it really is fruit and vegetable powders in capsules, gummies, and the powder that we put in our smoothies. It's whole food supplementation, not fractionated nutrition. It's the actual food in the capsules and the gummies. It's not nutrients, minerals, and vitamins that some scientists have decided to pull out of foods. So your body recognizes it. We're going to see that the science shows it's bioavailable. But let's first talk about the quality of the science. So I didn't know about any of this stuff before I started in the business 10 years ago. I've been taking Juice Plus product for 26 years. Started when I was 17. I'm 43 now. I've been taking it 26 years. But 10 years ago, God said to me, hey, Billy, your career is currently being served by your family instead of serving your family. And you need a career that will serve your family. But it's become even more than that. It's not just a career to serve my family. It is a career where we can make a huge difference in people's lives. God has said, be a heat-seeking missile for abundance in the lives of everybody you meet. So, for example, I'm in a 2-year spiritual direction certificate program. I love talking to people about God and their relationship with God, right? And their mental health, their emotional health, all that. But we can't just make abundance about spiritual, mental, emotional stuff. It's also got to be about our bodies, right? How well are we functioning? What's the vitality? How well are we fighting disease, preventing it, et cetera, right? Do we have healthy cells? And so when I started 10 years ago, I said, now, is this going to be something, right? Because I'm this natural skeptic at heart that I can do long-term for the rest of my life. God, if you call me to this, is this going to last, right? You want it to be long-term. You want it to matter, right? You want it to be legit and real. I mean, I've been taking it for 16 years up to that point. It made a huge difference in my health. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that, but I wanted to know. So I had to do the research. I had to ask the questions. And it turns out the research has been done on Juice Plus. This is so unique. I challenge you because I challenged myself back then to find any other nutraceutical, frankly, to find any pharmaceutical in the market, in the world that has this amount, quality, and quantity of research. Okay, so let's look at so these 2 pages tell us the quality and the quantity side. Quality side. So gold standard research in the research world, right? When scientists, right, at leading universities and research centers are looking at a pharmaceutical or a nutraceutical, and they're rarely ever looking at a nutraceutical, but anyway, a pharmaceutical, they're looking to see, does it, get into the body, does it get into the bloodstream, does it make an impact in the body, right? And to make it gold standard level, meaning, the highest quality of research, it needs to be randomized. So the computer randomly decides what group gets the placebo, what group gets the actual product, right? It's double blind. So not only do the participants not know who's getting what, placebo or actual product, the researchers also do not know. The computer randomizes it and keeps everybody blind because people just get assigned to numbers, right? And the products all look the same. The placebo looks the same as the actual product, okay? And it's placebo controlled. So there is a placebo group and an actual group, right? Is tested on the actual product. There are plenty, especially of nutraceuticals out there that say, oh, yeah, no, there's science that shows that, what we claim is in our product will do something for you. So, vitamin B is good for this. Vitamin D is good for that. Elderberry is good for this. Cherries are good for that. What would make a lot more sense and be a lot more helpful to you is, yeah, but have you taken your actual product? Because I don't know what is actually in there for sure. I just got to trust you. And I don't know if it's in a deliverable that's going to get into the bloodstream. And I don't know if the amount is enough and the quality is enough. I don't want you to use somebody else's research on some other product. How about your product? So it's tested on the product. It's done in human clinical trials. It's done in humans, not in rats and mice in a petri dish and all this kind of stuff. Is actually given to humans. And then the research is submitted to peer-reviewed, we're going to see high impact factor peer-reviewed medical journals, okay? So peer-reviewed, that means, each society, like the group of cardiologists, they've got a journal, it's kind of like their Bible, right? It's like, okay, and the highest rated one in cardiology is called the Journal of American College of Cardiology, JACC, and for short, that's the acronym. And it is peer reviewed. There are cardiologists who sit on a board and they review the research submitted to be published in the journal, right? And they go, okay, is this research done in a quality way, in an efficacious way? And is this worth publishing in our journal? We don't want to diminish, right, the view and the quality, right, and the reputation of our journal. So we can only allow good research to be in the journal. And then ethical, is it done in an ethical way? Okay, so that's the quality. How about the quantity? Well, let's look at this. Probably why I've been talking, you've been looking, but Brigham Young, the international universities, by the way, are well-known, really well-respected, large universities that maybe you and I, if you're in the States, don't know of, but clearly very well-known university on here: Brigham Young, Georgetown, King's College, the Medical University of Graz, okay, of Vienna, Nemours Children's Clinic that's down in Florida, Tokyo Women's Medical University, Arizona, Birmingham and Cambridge in England, Florida, the University of Maryland School of Medicine, Milan. We've got Mississippi, Newcastle, North Carolina. I can't skip any, and then you're going to think that I'm like picking out certain ones, right? But the University of Texas Health Center, Science Center, and the University of Texas MD Anderson. That's the MD Anderson Cancer Center, right? We're going to see that Juice Plus was put in the bodies of women who they're in remission, but they'd had stage 2 through 4 ovarian cancer. Wow, that's incredible that at the university, at the MD Anderson Center, that their doctors would say, put this in your bodies for this research. They're putting their reputations on the line and liability on the line, right? University of Toronto, Vanderbilt, Wake Forest, and Yale. Okay, so where it's done, like these universities, they're putting their names on the line, okay? Juice Plus might supply the product. They might give some amount of money towards the research. And in a number of these cases, Juice Plus has given nothing, no money towards the research. Some of these places like Nemours Children's Clinic came to Juice Plus and said, we want to do this research. Juice Plus said, yeah, we've got, other things happening. No, it's a no for now. And Nemours said, well, we're going to go ahead and do it. They fully funded it. There's others where it's just completely fully funded. But now if Juice Plus supplies product or supplies some funding, right? Do you think that Vanderbilt University is like, oh yeah, we really needed that? Well, I'm making up numbers here, but X amount of thousands of dollars or wherever it might be. No, their endowment is insanely large. They're more interested in efficacious research and research that matters, right? They've only got so much time. They've only got so much people power, and they've got a reputation and a liability as well on the line if they're telling people to put capsules in their bodies. So if these guys are researching and this many people researching it at this high quality of a level, it's something that you can't find. I challenge you once again, find anywhere else. And it's really impressive. So let's get into it. Now, just like we talked about the quality of the research before we dive into the results, we've got to talk about the quality of the journals too. So the impact factor is every journal receives an impact factor score, or they do if they can earn one, right? And it's really based off the number of times the research published in that journal is cited elsewhere. So that means you're just using the marketplace, you're using your peers and other journals to kind of determine what journals are publishing the highest quality, most valuable research by saying, okay, you get a higher score if your articles that you publish are being cited in a lot of other places. So the total impact factor score for the Juice Plus research, right? So you add up, the journals, the impact factor score of the journals that Juice Plus has been published in is well over 100. That's 100. I said 100. Like if you know what I'm talking about, and I understand most people don't, but if you know what I'm talking about, then your mind will just blow like, whoa, this one product out of all the scores of the different journals, right, is over 100. Once again, most nutraceuticals have zero research, or if they have research, it's not published, or if it's published, it's in a journal that has a 0 impact factor score, or very small, might be 5 or 10 if you put all their publications together. But most are just 0. They just got nothing, right? Juice Plus, well over 100. So that just shows you the quality. Once again, JACC, Journal of American College of Cardiology, is probably the highest but there's others that carry impact factor scores. And, there's just no reason to not believe that they would publish only research that is high quality research, efficacious, that matters, that's done the right way. Okay, so what is the research found? Number one is Juice Plus is bioavailable. 19 of the studies that have been conducted, once again, gold standard studies, have shown it gets into the bloodstream. Listen, if you put something in your body, you put a multivitamin in your body, if you put whatever nutrient supplementation in your body, if it doesn't get into your bloodstream, if the body is not absorbing it, then what's it doing? It's just peeing it out, right? It's just, and it also matters how much is being absorbed. Is somehow the body picking up a little bit of it, but it's whatever it's picking up is not very good quality, or if it is decent quality, it's not picking up very much. What they found with Juice Plus is, what we put in our bodies, in the Juice Plus capsules, in the gummies, etc., is fully absorbed in the body. Number one, that's number one. You got to know two things. One, is it absorbed in the body, and does it do good things when it gets in the body? So it's absorbed, and it does good things. So I'm not going to read through all the words of these. Here's where we're going to go a little faster. But the research has found that Juice Plus, and this is research, once again, I've already talked about the quality, but on pretty much all of these, there are multiple studies backing the claims up, right? It's not even a claim. It's just like, this is what the study has shown. This is published information. You can go find the study, outside of the Juice Plus website or something. You can go look at the actual journals. So it improves dental health, right? It improves heart health. I will read when we see pink things, the pink thing. Combined research results from 12 studies show that Juice Plus produces positive effects on several measures of vascular health. And then you can read through that, for yourself. Okay, immune system, balancing the immune system. I got to tell you, I've told people before, our girls started taking Juice Plus, started putting 30 different, this is quantity, quality, and variety of whole foods, not fractionated nutrition, right? Not somebody decided, oh, maybe you need a little bit of this and a little bit of that. No, the whole food in their bodies since they were 8 months old. And I 1,000% believe that's why 2 of our girls who have muscular dystrophy have had the flu twice in their lives, pneumonia never. This is a big reason, at least among some different things, but this is a big reason why they've only had flu twice and pneumonia never, where their pulmonologist says, well, they've got muscular dystrophy. It's hard for them to get things out of their lungs, out of their airways. They should have had pneumonia many times in their life, flu multiple times a year. But my girls who have muscular dystrophy, who might have weaker muscles, have a very balanced immune system. Their immune system is not, overdrive or underdrive. Is doing just what it needs to do to fight things in their body. And that's the thing only God could have known that they would need, right? And it's incredible. Also, what is the research found on DNA and nutrigenomics? Incredible. The field of epigenetics, by the way, if you want to look into that, turning switches on and off, literally changing the health of generations to come. So, your family could carry a gene that's turned on, so to say that somebody is more likely to get maybe a certain cancer or whatever it might be. But researchers have found that Juice Plus and fruits and vegetables, but also Juice Plus, right, can impact to the DNA level. So see, 3 studies show that Juice Plus protects DNA from oxidation, supporting its structural integrity. Also, several genes were changed beneficially. So I'm talking about turning genes on and off after Juice Plus intervention. These include genes that affect lipid, glucose, and energy metabolism. There you go. Next, oxidative stress, redox biology. So numerous clinical studies reported increased levels of key antioxidants in the bloodstream after taking Juice Plus, which allows the body to protect lipids and proteins from oxidation. You can see the example of the apple being oxidized on one side, being exposed to oxygen, right? And so what happens in our body, we've got mitochondria. We've got engines of the body, and they're putting out exhaust, just like your car engine puts out exhaust. That exhaust is oxidation, and it's not good for us. See, we get antioxidants that reduce the level of oxidation, and oxidation causes disease, causes deterioration in our body, all these kind of things. We get antioxidants, either we're born with them, we are born with them, but they deplete over time, so you're not going to make more. And then we can get antioxidants mainly from fruits, vegetables, berries, from plants. Those are the main sources. That's it, right? So if we're not eating enough fruits, vegetables, berries, as we get older and oxidation is happening in our body, and we're not having enough antioxidants, aging and disease. That's just the result. That's how it works. Research also found healthy skin, Juice Plus in the human body, healthy skin, it increases skin microcirculation by 39%. So the flow of blood, and blood carries what? Nutrients. You increase the flow of blood to the skin, you get more nutrients to the skin, along with boosting skin hydration, thickness, and density. So more water to the skin. This is beauty from the inside out. This is my story. When I was 17, 26 years ago, and started taking Juice Plus, oh my goodness, everybody, I had the worst acne you can imagine for 5 years. Felt like 10 years. For 5 years, and I had the worst acne you can imagine. I had done 2 rounds of Accutane, so bad for you, prescription drug, Proactive, all the things. If you could buy it, I had tried it, and it had not worked. And then I started taking Juice Plus. My skin starts to clear up. 4 to 5 months in, my skin's pretty much completely cleared up. I just have pot marks on my face. I don't have any pot marks on my face because Juice Plus increased the flow of circulation, the nutrients, the thickness, the density, and the water. It's incredible what plants can do for our body. It's incredible that God designed our bodies to rebuild themselves. New cells are being made all the time, and our body uses the food we put in our bodies to make those cells. The food we put in our bodies is the building materials, are the building materials, right? Healthy cells, healthy body, healthy life, abundant life. That's the direction we've got to go. That's how we've got to be thinking. It reduces inflammation. Oh my goodness. Inflammation is what is one of the main causes of these chronic diseases, other than like, the genes and all the other things, genetic propensity to something, but inflammation, right? If we can reduce arthritis, all those kind of things. I know people in their late 30s, early 40s, wake up in the morning, they're crawling, literally. I have a story of someone crawling to the bathroom, but then floods her body with fruits, vegetables, and berries, no longer crawling to the bathroom because fruits and vegetables and berries are going to reduce inflammation. And it's been shown, once again, the actual product, Juice Plus, in the human body, combined results from several studies show that Juice Plus decreases levels of several key biomarkers of inflammation, lung health, supports several parameters of healthy lung function, which has been, of course, hugely important for my girl, especially my daughter, who's on a BiPAP, an oxygen machine at night. But why is she still seem to be thriving, especially with muscular dystrophy? Because she's getting fruits, vegetables, and berries in her body every day since she was 8 months old. Weight management. Oh my goodness. I've had people just take the capsules, right? And it's changed what they desire to eat. So they've made some changes to what they eat. They've done some basic exercise, but nothing significant, some simple changes, flooding their bodies, fruits, vegetables, and berries. And this study, and there's been multiple studies, but this study showed that in a group of overweight boys, ages 6 to 10, saw improved insulin resistance and reduced abdominal fat. It also supports healthy cholesterol, LDL, and other things, triglyceride, metabolism, et cetera. And then this last thing is just says, this was a study, the next best thing, this was the study done at MD Anderson Cancer Center. And they had a group, they didn't have a placebo in this group. They had a group that ate 10 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, and a group that ate 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. But they also took the red and the green capsules, didn't even take the purple. That'd be great if they took that too, and drank a complete smoothie. So red, green, and complete smoothie. And they found that the results were either similar, or in some cases, the Juice Plus group, the biomarkers were even better. It significantly, it doubled or more than doubled the 5-year survival rate of the subjects who were in remission from stage 2 to 4 ovarian cancer. So incredible impact of Juice Plus, incredible impact of fruits, vegetables, and berries. And it's no surprise, but it's incredible to see that people aren't just making anecdotal claims, but that this is actually being researched at the highest levels and has been done 40 plus times. So there's the full citations. Like I said, you can actually find, I can direct you to them. I don't have to go to a Juice Plus website. You can go to the actual journals, totally independent, totally separate, and see, oh my goodness, these have actually been done. Juice Plus is absolutely legit. And not just Juice Plus is legit. Hey guys, the message is plants will heal, protect, prevent, repair, rebuild, and renew your body. If you are on a mission, if you desire, if your hope is for abundant life, then what you want to do amongst the other things is flood your body with a quantity, quality, and variety of fruits, vegetables, and berries. You've got to have the quantity, quality, and variety, fine, ripened, and variety, all the different colors every single day. Now, I say that and people go, that sounds probably right, but it also sounds impossible. And I say, so why do you think I'm so passionate about Juice Plus? Because I'm passionate about your abundant life. And I know how hard it is to actually eat all the stuff and even get it and afford it and all of that. This shows Juice Plus is the key. It is a big key to making a huge difference in the trajectory of not just your health, but the health of generations to come, of your children and your children's children for generations. So absolutely worth taking a look at. Let me know if you'd like me to send this to you and any other information.